the Chicago Bears taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
With the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to... Enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Ezekiel Elliott.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McLeod into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, Perkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
47-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cardinals.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. McLeod, he'll drop it underneath here to Snell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Cardinal first down.
Off the play fake. McLeod. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he is out of bounds, but not on first down. Elliott. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, McLeod got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. That's complete right around the 8. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 14 carries, 73 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
From the gun on 3rd down. Perkins, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quick. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Perkins. This one caught by Ridley.
Perkins.
And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. From the gun, Perkins got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
On the delay, Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't,
can't get away, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 1st and 10, McLeod. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on second down. McLeod. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Gain of 13 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
They'll run with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
On second down, Elliott pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cardinals.
Operating from the gun, McLeod. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First down, Arizona.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third.
On 3rd down, McLeod. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
3-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Cardinals 10. Bears nothing.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass. And
whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
From the gun, Perkins. That's complete to Mooney. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson.
Complete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And 2.
Back to throw. Perkins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And the Cardinals
looking to throw. McLeod. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, McLeod over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on first down. McLeod drops it underneath to Elliott. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. McLeod. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 10th carry now for Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw on 2nd down. Perkins airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Gonzalez down to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, it's Jones. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third and 4.
From the gun, Perkins. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
Operating from the gun, Perkins.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Good for a Chicago Bears.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Tackle made.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
3rd and
from the gun, Perkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jarnell Mooney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
They go to Elliott again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. McLeod got a man, and he hits him in stride.
The pass. Complete to
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. McLeod out to his left. He may try and run for this. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. After the penalty, it's Elliott. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. McLeod eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here.
The quarterback on the score.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Bears 7.
From the gun. Perkins. And this will be caught by Mooney. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
The quarterback taken down. And
this has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
On 1st down, McLeod. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back at the 43-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down. McLeod. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bears take over. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Perkins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Forced out to his left. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, Perkins. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, McLeod, catch made, it's Moreau. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
21-yard line. 2 yards on the pick.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he only manages a converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. McLeod looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
1st down, Arizona.
Back to throw. McLeod. Man open left side. It's Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Max Williams. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Bears' 25-yard line.
Draw play, Elliott. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st down, Cardinals.
From the gun, McLeod. And he fires one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Throwing again. McLeod steps away. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
The quarterback.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
The 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
from the gun, Perkins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Perkins setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
4 yards. That's another Bears 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Perkins gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Perkins pass.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Perkins. Oh, no, he lost the football. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cards, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots.